So today is fairly a gloomy day outside. Not that big of a deal because I do got to go into work this afternoon. But to start out my morning, I do have some packages that arrived at my folks' house. I'm going to drive over there and pick these up. Now, some of these items are kind of what I was talking about earlier. I'm trying to not really like get rid of equipment when doing weddings, but kind of make it more easy on myself, trying to get tripods that have less levers on them, trying to get audio recorders that do more in a smaller package. I just trying to simplify things basically, and kind of downscale is a better word for it. So I'm gonna head over to my folks. I got a tripod that I ordered, I got some quick release plates, and yeah, I'm gonna get those slapped on my equipment and see how they work. Okay, so just some updates that have been going on. Dusty, TC, and myself traveled up to Minneapolis, Minnesota there for that World of Beer semifinals. And I think we did a pretty good job. We went up there, we kind of just set our story, and now it's kind of in their hands. There was a lot of good competition there. Some very talented people, and it was cool meeting some of those guys. I kind of wish I had more time to do vlogs every day. I do have a full-time job, which I get 40 plus hours every week, and then by the time I get done with that job, I'm so exhausted that I don't feel like editing, and that's kind of the problem. So I work 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and it's not a bad gig because you get more days off because you're working longer days, but at the same time when you're working those long days, by the time you get home you are just so exhausted that honestly, I don't feel like editing by the time I get home. And then your whole day is burnt up actually going to work, so you don't have time to vlog. You know, it is what it is. I'm trying to work my way more into doing vlogs as much as I can. I think right now I've been hitting a vlog like once a month, and that's just not good. What I need to try to do is get up to one vlog a week. I'll eventually get there. You know, it's one thing, it's just hard getting used to talking to a camera all the time. I don't talk a lot in person. That makes it even worse. A little bit about myself. I'm a photographer, videographer. I enjoy traveling. I enjoy trying new things. I love beer. I love dark beer especially. Porters and stouts are my favorite. Dark beer works cures for not having as much of a hangover the next day. If you're drinking dark beers all night, you're gonna feel a lot better than you do when you are drinking light beers. So yeah, I picked up my gear. I'm gonna head home here. I'm gonna do a little bit of unboxings. Like I said, just trying to simplify my wedding kit a little bit, make things easier on myself. I have been looking into getting a 3-axis gimbal. They're coming out with a Moza 3-axis gimbal for heavier DSLRs like the 5D Mark III that I use for weddings. Now I got this Canon 80D that I use for vlogging as well, and I want to start using a 3-axis gimbal for weddings instead of using a glide cam. Not that there's anything wrong with the glide cam really, it does a good job. It's just a lot harder to get more usable shots than it would be using a gimbal. The gimbal keeps the camera perfectly level the entire time you're filming. When you're using a glide cam, I find that the hardest part is trying to keep that camera level on the left and right plane, because as you start moving, the glide cam tends to kind of go like this a little bit, one way or the other, and you kind of get those shots where it looks like this. And that's really, really hard, especially when you're at weddings and you're trying to do things super, super quickly. I think a 3-axis gimbal would do the job a lot better. Now the one that they're selling is, I think it's $5.99, so it's not bad. And I don't want one of those 3-axis gimbals that are so big that you have to like dismantle it every time when you're using it, put it in a hard case and all that stuff. This one that I was looking at has the single handle. Now you can put on the dual handle grips and use it that way for more stabilization, but I really love the simplicity of the single handle. It will fit into a camera bag really nicely. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing some reviews on that because I got a wedding coming up here in May. It's towards the end of May, and I'd love to have that before that wedding. And I think they said it's going to be released sometime here like April 18th, I want to say. So if it starts getting some good reviews by that time, I'll probably pull the trigger on one and then sell my glide cam. Some other news, my Taco RC cover cracked when I was taking it off. My old one did the same thing, but I ended up gluing it. That's the biggest downfall of that Taco RC hood, is at the top and the bottom, the plastic gets really thin, and if you're pushing on it all the time, you know, taking it on, putting it on, taking it off, putting it on, taking it off, it's gonna eventually crack, because I have to take it off to take off the gimbal clamp, and I'm always putting that in my backpack. You know, I just leave the Taco RC hood on and throw it in my backpack, so you know there's a little bit of stress getting put on it while it's in the bag as well. And so it cracked, so what I did was I just glued it with hot glue. I put hot glue all the way along the thin strip of plastic on the top and the bottom. I was pushing on it, and it does seem that it adds a little bit of strength to it, so I'm gonna see how that goes. It does not look pretty. The purpose of that hood is to keep the sun out. It's not to make the drone look pretty, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see if it breaks again. If it does, I might start flying without the hood. It's not that I want to do that. I think it does a pretty good job of keeping those stray lights out of the camera lens, and I want to keep using it. I'm going to be starting up dumpster diving again. I kind of put it to the side because winter came, it got really cold, and I hate being outside in the winter. So I kind of pushed that to the side, but now that the weather's getting really nice again, I think I'm going to start diving, try to do it every Sunday. I told a few friends that have gone with me in the past that I'm going to be hitting these up every Sunday, and they were kind of pretty excited about it. If you guys want to check out some of my dumpster diving stuff, you can go over to the K2D4 Network. I will stick it in the description below. Also, if you want to just see the dumpster diving stuff, you know, there's a lot of stuff on that network channel. We got conspiracies, we got a lot of talk show stuff. But if all you want to see is the dumpster diving stuff, I have another link in the description that will be just for Drivin and Divin. That's the name of the show. I don't got a whole lot of videos up at the moment because, like I said, I got a busy work schedule. Just editing takes a lot of time. Anybody who out there edits now understands that. If you're working a full-time job, it's really hard to schedule edit time. But I'm gonna push forward with that. I'm gonna try to do a diving video at least every other week. I might, if I start diving enough, release a video every week. We'll see how that goes. Hey, doggy! Okay, it's mail time! Mail time! Alright, so let's see what's in this little bag first here. Oh, okay, so these are the Lexar cards that I will be using inside of my Tascam recorders that I picked up for doing wedding work. These are 16 gig Lexar cards. Now these are awesome cards. I love Lexar. Haven't had any issues with that company when it comes to quality of their cards, so I'm excited to have those. Another small one. It looks like they sent me an extra one. I don't think I ordered two. I've added a free case as a gift. Oh, that's cool. Okay. There's a little handwritten note in there. I ordered this from Amazon, I believe. This is an iPhone 6 case for Laura. This is a Berkeley case. This kind of case is what I use on my phone. I got kind of a brown leather one, and I really like the quality of these cases. They're nice. This is a free case that they threw in for an iPhone 6. That one looks kind of nice as well. Ordered this from B&H. Bubble wrap. Brightcoat overcovers I ordered. I got the gray and the black. These might come in handy for weddings if it's windy outside. 2 Kessler quick release receivers. I got 3 or 4 of these now, and these are awesome. I'm putting these on everything I own, so then my camera can go from glide cam to tripod to monopod, all with one easy click. I don't have to remove any camera quick plates. 2 sets of folding propellers for the Mavic. Now these boxes are tiny. They actually fit 2 propellers in here. Oh, yep, right there. So they got one with the white ring and one without the white ring. And I ordered a Mi Photo quick release plate there. Works with the Kessler products, so I ordered another one of these because it was slightly cheaper than the Kessler quick release was. And I just really like how small these quick plates are. I got one on each of my cameras, and I got one on my Canon 70-200 lens. Half ball for my new tripod that I just ordered. So this comes off the top here. I got a Manfrotto video head that I'm going to thread right under the top of this thing. And this handle, I'm glad I didn't go with the smaller one. I think this handle is just about the right size for my hands. I was looking at the smaller one and it only came out to about here. And I think that would be a lot harder to tighten. Big box here, which has my new tripod in it. So I'm going to pull that out of the box here and we'll take a quick look at it. Okay, so here it is, the E-Image 2 tripod. Picked this up for $199. Pretty quick adjustments on it. That's the reason I went with it, because when you look at it right here, it has one knob for each leg that controls 2 sections here. Actually, no, it's 3 sections. So one knob right in the middle of each leg, and this spreader actually comes open too, so you can loosen these, pull it apart. I'll show you guys how this works. And the reason I went with this was for wedding work mostly, because to get sliding shots you're going to be going from one area to another fairly quickly, and believe me, time is money when you're doing wedding gigs, and yeah, this I think will solve that problem. Okay, so to adjust this tripod, you simply loosen each leg here, one knob, you go, and that's extended fully, you lock them back down, and that's how easy it is to take it up to maximum level. Now if you want to go to the lowest level, you gotta loosen these again. And these spreaders, you can open up, go down all the way, and it's a little harder getting it compacted than it is lifting it because the legs are working against each other. And you tighten them all back down. So that's the lowest setting on this tripod, and it's not like the most sturdiest tripod in the world, but for sliding shots and, you know, simple ball head work here like this, it's not bad. This tripod has a pretty small footprint, and then I have the ball adjustment here on the bottom. Bam. Boom. I did order a flex tilt head, the number 2 version for the top of this, which I will put one of my Kessler quick releases on top of, so I'll be able to go from, you know, handheld and camera or tripod camera straight to the slider. The flex tilt head I can turn and I can tilt any direction I want for sliding shots. And I also have this hooked up to a Kessler quick release plate, so I can go boom, take that off, my camera can go straight onto this fluid head. It's a very, very nice quick setup. If I want it back on there, I just slap it on, lock it down, and we are back to some sliding action. I would highly recommend these Kessler quick release plates. These things have made my life so much easier. Saves a lot of time there. It's got a bubble level on the top. It's got the latch. You lock it. And the thing I like about these Kessler quick release plates is you don't have to get the plate on the one side and slide it in. You can just put the plate on. You want to stick it on this side first, and you just kind of just drop it down in. So I'll kind of show you guys that again here. Make sure your latch is open. Here's the plate right here. I'm going to stick it in the one side, and it just, when you hear that sound, that's locked. It will slide in there, so if you want to fine tune it, you can, but it won't slide out. There's a There's a lock in there that keeps it from going all the way. So when you're ready to lock it down, you just pull this lever across and that thing ain't moving. So if you guys are interested in this tripod, I will have my full wedding kit listed in the description box. You can see all the other gear I'm using for capturing weddings. If you are interested in purchasing something off there, it does give me a commission, which is super cool and I appreciate it very much. Today is frickin' beautiful outside, so I decided I'm going to go on a little hike. I just jumped online here to see what places around the area are kind of cool, and I came up with this McGilvray 7 Bridges Road. This is up towards Holmen, and I think I'm going to go check this out because it is 70 degrees outside and I want to get out there and enjoy this before it goes away. Let's get to it. Okay, so on this trail, it looks like it's mostly made out of like train bridges. So you get this bridge, steel bridge constructed over channel 8, wooden bridges over side channels. Ooh, this one looks like it was in a little rough shape. So here we are right here. I think they said this trail was like 2 miles or something. All right, let's get to it. No bicycles and no horses. No horses? So we got at a trail 1.8 miles, 6 bridges. That's cool. That's the main reason I came here, was to see these bridges. It's gonna be exciting. Got some big piles of gravel here. So this is pretty cool. It looks like the water's kind of high here. Because this looked like this was, yeah, the water's running way over there. Got some turtles down here, sunbathing. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. This is quite cool right here. Tell you what though, it is a beautiful day to be outside. I am glad I chose this location because this is pretty cool. Air smells good, got the wind blowing slightly. It's a good time. Here's bridge number 2. Looks very, very similar to the first one. I just love old bridges, like the craftsmanship of these things compared to like the new style ones. I mean, look at this. Old style rivets, the big frickin' nut on there. These very intricate cross beams. Looks like we got some water on the trail up ahead. I was wondering why there was some people there for quite some time. I don't know if I can get across this. Oh, it looks like people put rocks in here to get across. Oh no. It's actually quite deep here. Oofda. Well, that's no good. Okay, so unfortunately there was a couple flood spots there. I wasn't able to get through. I will have to come back here another day and check it out again because this trail looks pretty good. Not a bad hike, only 1.8 miles to the end. Let's see if we can find another trail for today. There's still a lot of daylight left. It smells so fresh out here. Okay, so DJI just had a live stream the other day, and I was hopeful that they'd be announcing the DJI Spark or the Phantom 5. That live stream came and went. There was no announcement of either. The only two topics they hit on was a stabilization rig, which was freaking huge. Like, it's more or less for prosumer filming and stuff like that. Wasn't too into that. Sorry, I got a bug on me. The other thing they hit on was a antenna booster for like the Inspire and stuff, and that was kind of one of the most lackluster live streams I've seen. I think there was a lot of disappointed people because, you know, when they released the Mavic, that was something earth-shattering. It was crazy. Now the Phantom 5 is supposed to be rumored to, you're supposed to be able to just throw it in the air and it'll kind of just hover on its own. And from some of the concept art, it looked like a UFO. It was pretty freaking cool. Okay, so today, Dan and I are going to be doing some location scouting for Vlad Scoville's wedding that's going to be coming up here May 20th. Today we're going to scope out the church, and then we're also going to check out the reception hall and see, basically I want to see if I can do any drone shots there. We want to see what kind of conditions we have to work with, see which lenses will work with inside the church. Hopefully we can take a peek in there. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so here's the church that we'll be filming at. This church is actually quite beautiful. You know, I've filmed at quite a few churches and I've never seen any that look this nice. It's got that old rustic like aesthetic to it. I really like that. All right, we're at the Retreat Community Sportsman's Club. This is where the reception will be held. Not a bad location. Outside is a little lacking on any character, but inside's pretty cool. Oh, that is a horse thing. So you can come out here and do some videos, probably pretty cool. So we stopped down in Prairie du Chien here, and there's an abandoned boat. I've seen this before.
That's fucking crazy.
But Dan and I were talking about doing some urban exploration, and I think this might be on our bucket list. Drive past here with my mom like a few months back, and there was like a kid and his dad on there exploring, so obviously you can get away with it somehow, and that's our mission.
We have to.
Okay, so we are in Prairie du Chien. We're gonna stop and grab a bite to eat. And I noticed this last week when I was doing some filming for this vlog, was that the water was really high. And here, there's like boat docks and stuff out there that just have water all around them. This one you can't even get to. Woo! Glide cam! Glide cam!
A little wet out there.
Dan, you ready to win big money?
Winning big.
What do you think?
They're good.
Yeah.
At the boat.
What's your favorite so far?
Macaroni, of course.
Macaroni. I'm gonna try busting into these. That's fake rock right there. I've never seen that on a roof before. Big money. Rub that thing. hope that sucker didn't roll. Holy shit. You can retire. We're up here at the Lady Luck Casino. I actually won big today. Would you take a look at those winnings right there? Now, I was up to about 230. I did put in 30 bucks, so 200 minus 30, about 170 ahead. I think I'm gonna stick with that. All in all, pretty good day. There's a fake snake down there. He's right there.
Almost feels like we shouldn't be up here.
Am I in there? That's how we do it, high roller style. We're going for launch.
What's up there? That. Holy shit.
Tarp.
It's like a cave.
Sand pit, like I told you.
Sand pit? What the hell are they gonna do? Maybe they are gonna construct something. Yeah, there really wasn't room for. Well, maybe it was just a one-string motel. What? How it was a shitty motel.
Actually, it wasn't the hotel. It was on this thing, right? Yeah, so that's where it was. So you'd walk up there. Little sandbags. They have a plow up there. Oh,
Shit, abort.
you got pellets.
You must be pretty low, huh?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
I mean, you can go lower.
You don't have to get stuck up there.
Well, I mean, it confirms you to land. I'm like right next to the ground right now. 1.1 meters off.
Holy shit. Yeah, you can't really see it though unless you're really looking for it. I mean, you think it was just a bird or something. Are you losing it?
No. I was trying to do this move the other day to get this on camera. It's really hard though. Oh shit.
Yeah, don't hit those.
They could land it this way too.
Will it pick you up?
That'd be awesome. Alright, so we are up here at the Lady Luck Casino. One big here. I was up next.
Blocking the number.
Oh. Let me try that again.